Week 6, we built out an automated demonstration of the two-player card game War. When we run the application, first we build out a deck of cards, we add the players, then we shuffle the deck. The deck's printed out before and after the shuffle to show that the shuffle worked. And the players take turns drawing cards from the deck until the deck is exhausted. Once both players have a full hand, the game starts. Players each draw the top card from their hand and play it. Whichever card has the highest value, that player gets a point. If it's a tie, no points are awarded. So we go, here's the first hand, second hand, third hand. We keep playing all the way through till the player decks are exhausted. So that's 26 hands. At the very end, whichever player has the highest score wins. The way we accomplish this is through 3 class objects. We started with a card object. Card objects have a name and a game value. These are created with the constructor, so there's no need for setters. We just have getters. And they have a single method of describe, which prints the name of the card and the game value. The deck object has a list of card objects, and then the constructor builds a 52 card deck with 4 major suits. It does this by looping through for each suit. It's going to start with the numbered cards, 2 through 10. It's going to loop using the index number for the game value, and the name is going to be the index plus the suit, so 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts, etc. After the number cards, we're going to loop through our array of face cards, making the face card name and the index number. Face cards have a value of 11 through 14, so we subtract 11 through 14 for the index value to correspond to the correct location in the face card's name array. After the deck is built, we call the describe method, which prints out and it calls the describe method of the deck calls the describe method of each card in the deck. We have a shuffle method, which, as you saw, it prints out the cards in the deck, shuffles the cards, and then prints out the cards after the shuffle. And finally, we have the draw method, which returns the last card. It turns the first card in the deck and then removes that card from the deck. The player class has a list of card objects, a score, and a name. On construction, we only list the name and score is set to 0. The player has a describe method, which lists the player's name, their score, and the hands, and calls describe on each card in their hand. We have a draw method, which takes a game deck as the argument, and then it calls the draw method on that deck. It takes the card that's returned and it adds it to the player's hand list. The flip method takes the first card in the player's hand, removes it from the hand, and returns it. We have an increment score method, which adds 1 to their player's score. We have a getter for the player's hand, get score, and get name. And then in our main app, we instantiate the card deck. We add 2 player objects. We call shuffle on the deck of cards. Then we loop through 52 cards with alternating, where the players alternately draw cards until that deck's expired. Then we loop through 26 times for each card in the hand. Each player calls the flip method. And we have an if statement, so whichever player has the high score gets the point. After we're all done, we compare the scores of the players. Whichever player has the highest score is declared the winner. If it's a tie, no one wins. Finally, we have a helper method, which is puts the correct ending on the hand number. So first hand, second hand, third hand, etc.